According to an excellent source, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has quite simply, well, had enough, washed her hands. But of what? As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you today, and as ever, thank you for joining me. By the way, we did a thing recently about the foods, these sort of things that we like that, you now can't buy and stuff like that. Different ice creams and fruit salads and stuff. Yeah, you remember that one? Yes, I know. Well, somebody wrote to me and, sent me a message, should I say, the comments, and basically said, oh, Neil, do you remember Karamak bars? And I thought, oh, I used to love those, yes. Karamak were delicious, weren't they? She said, try one broken up on some ice cream with some caramel sauce. What a delicious recipe. And actually, not that expensive if you've got friends round, or, you just want to give yourself a treat. A couple of scoops of ice cream, break that over. Yeah, you see, some of the older recipes are far more sort of economical, aren't they? I don't know about you, I see these things in the supermarket, look fabulous in the box, and then you kind of look at them and think, how much is that? And look at the size of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, oh, we could go on for hours, couldn't we? What's your favourite sort of economy dessert recipe? I think mine would be, if anybody wants to know, any Angel Flavour Delight. Do you remember that? Whisk it up with a bit of milk, gorgeous, you can still get it now. And maybe just chop in a bit of a banana and, say a sprinkle of walnuts or something like that. Very economical to make, freeze it, and then you've got, little dessert whenever you fancy. You've got to get these cost-cutting things in, haven't you? Yes, you see, that's important. Let's get back to your royal story of the day. As many people know, Catherine re-emerged looking gorgeous, I thought, in Southport. Chilly day up there, let me tell you. Lovely area of the country, but very cold up in Lancashire when it's not the summer, let me point that out. Southport, of course, a blissful holiday destination for so many years. Sadly now marred with that terrible tragedy, the massacre of those very, very young children, which will never truly be forgotten. I mean, terrible situation. And I thought it was delightful that Catherine and William made the effort to go up there, far more, as I said, than the current British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, who literally just dumped a wreath and ran off. I thought it was deplorable the way he acted there. But now what's fascinating is, as you know, recently Prince Harry came back to the United Kingdom for the World Child Awards, amongst other things. And again, what's interesting here is, clearly Harry was trying to sort of tentatively reach out. We saw that as he connected with his uncle, Earl Spencer, Charles Spencer, and then there was the very public offer about Christmas and all that sort of stuff. Meghan's having none of that, of course. But according to a very well-placed source, basically Harry was very much open and tried to make contact with Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Now, this is really vital, I think, because, obviously he sees her as possibly the conduit, if you like, to the connection, the sort of way back, if you like, to try and get some kind of relationship going with his brother. As we know, Prince William doesn't want anything to do with him, which is very sad, but brought on by himself. But sadly, I have to report that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, apparently feels the same way. Now, one would suspect, given the situation that she's gone through with her health and all that, certainly she wouldn't need any more stress or anxiety. And I know we all remember that very famous thing where she tried to connect the brothers at, of course, the service for the late Duke of Edinburgh, but they weren't really doing anything to make it work. Yeah, according to that source, Catherine basically, sort of sticking with her husband, and who can blame her? You see, the downside of it is, and this is really all brought on by the former royal, the Duke of Sussex himself, is really, even if you sat down with him and had a cup of tea and an open heart, how much would then that go running back and get put out there or get used? Not necessarily, I might say, by, of course, Prince Harry, but by his wife when he has those informal conversations. People know they can't trust her simply because, of course, everything finally gets somehow worked into the media. And now that's the situation. And when you think about it, he's lost Catherine, he's lost her family, and he's lost his brother. All for the love of the woman that he apparently simply adores. Strange world, right? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.